You need to make a profit. The average wholesale profit after everything is said and done, after you do all like your stuff, is at least $10,000. At least that's the average I'm seeing. Now, I have seen people make a lot more. I have seen people make less. This will depend on your market. So you want to be careful. Now, I want to also, while I'm talking about this, some states you have to be licensed or you have to purchase a license to wholesale in. So you need to understand the laws of your states of wholesaling. And so kind of keep that in mind as well. Then you want to get really good at the contract. I asked on several meetings, what are the scariest parts of wholesaling? And it's the contract for people, right? And even though in our training we have how to fill it out, when you're under contract, it's always good to have somebody else look at it before you put it under contract, right? When you're filling out the contract, because I'll see our ladies, even with the training, miss important things. And so I actually review every single contract for the students. And when you go out there, you want to make sure you have like the professional and legal things there. So if you're doing negotiations, I'm blanking, contingencies, then that's really important that you know what contingency, and every contract is different. We have like 3 that we use all the time, but we'll switch them out. You don't use them all. And I see a lot of ladies that like to just put them all in there. Don't overcomplicate it. There are certain ways to fill out a contract. We have a contract that's 1 page front and back. All right. So I wanted to kind of like relay that contracts, once you know how to fill them out, they're not as scary, but you need to know how to fill them out. Okay. But once you do, it's really, really not as scary as you think it is. It's just a rinse and repeat for every property. You might switch out a contingency here and there, but it's actually the simplest part of the strategy in my eyes. Out of everything else, I'd rather do contracts all day than talk to sellers and deal with buyers, and I love buyers, so that's saying something. They're super simple once you know. So we review every single one for our students. So you get all that, then you go to market to your end buyers. Now, the end buyers, everyone's like, I'm really worried about finding a buyer in today's market. Sorry, I'm switching back and forth so I could see what you're doing, but also stay on track. So they really they're like, I'm really worried about finding buyers. Buyers are the easiest part outside of contracts for me, but that's the easiest part of the transaction. Sellers are way more complicated to deal with than buyers. Buyers already want to buy it. As long as you have it priced right and you're doing the right strategy to market your property, you will find buyers. I'm currently working really closely with a student, and I went in and I've been helping her with dealing with buyers. We made some tweaks and now the buyers are flying in, right? So when we made those tweaks, when I was able to review what she had done, as we're trying to copy paste it to other things, buyers were coming in. And so it matters to really make sure that when you have it priced, it's priced right. And what are people buying in that area? So I like to look at who has already bought in that area and what have they bought and what have they paid. Because then I know if I can get deals under that, and I've talked to a few of them, then I know I can also get it sold, right? And so finding cash buyers is really, really important there to do that.